Welcome to battle number 5 of week number 3. This battle will be pitting the Canopy defenders versus Dutch Inkays. That's Edgar, who is Krieg on Pokemon Showdown, and Quest Requested, who is Quest Requested on Pokemon Showdown as well. As a reminder, the Z Pokemon we have are Crocodile and Necrozma on Edgar's team, neither of which are showing up. Azumarill for any Z move and Hydreigon for attack Z moves, both can be unleashing a Z move. Mega Pokemon on the teams are Mega Charizard, who won't be showing up as well on Canopy Defenders, and on the other team, Dutch Inkays, Mega Steelix, who won't be showing up. So we won't see Megas, we might see Z moves from Quest, but none from Edgar. This is going to be a replay recording because I was unavailable when they played their match, but I heard it was a good match, so I'm excited to see how it went. And some initial thoughts. I think that on the side of Quest, one of the Pokemon that he's going to need to be able to take down is Mantine. He expressed some concerns about this before to me in the match. He was really scared about that Mantine. Jolteon being really the only thing that could reliably take it down, and Azumarill maybe, but it needs to be able to be free from burn, which Mantine can deliver with a Scald. So Mantine will be a Pokemon that Edgar is going to want to preserve as much as possible. On Edgar's team, one of the Pokemon that he's going to want to be careful of is definitely Azumarill. Azumarill having that massive power from huge power, being able to carry coverage to hit Pokemon that might not be able to take other hits it has. Superpower for Registeel, Play Rough for Garchomp, Aqua Jet for Nihilego, Aqua Jet for Houndoom, and even a strong Play Rough can really dent Mantine and Mimikyu. So Azumarill is definitely going to be that Pokemon that Edgar's going to have to take down for his team to function safely. He's going to want to burn it and take it down as fast as possible. So, the bulky waters seem to be the troublesome one. Let's see how this battle goes, shall we? Okay. And the battle begins with Generog, the Garchomp, coming out on Edgar's side. And on Quest's side, we have Mizar, the Jolteon. Jolteon can be in a tough position here, not wanting to take an Earthquake, and indeed it switches out. Garchomp is going to go for setting up Stealth Rock, did not go for the Earthquake against Amoonguss. Now he goes for the Earthquake, dealing 40%. And Amoonguss is going to hit back by using Toxic. So that's not very good, especially without a Cleric on Edgar's team. I'm actually going to speed this up just a little bit. Alright, and out comes Azumarill. Getting hit by an Earthquake, 54% dealt. That is not too good for Azumarill. Azumarill definitely wants to stay alive in this. And Hydreigon comes out, getting hit by that Poison Jab, and getting poisoned as well. So this Garchomp doing massive damage right in the beginning of this match, however, going down because of that poison to below 50. U-turn is going to allow Hydreigon to switch out into Rhydon, and Aegis, the Registeel, is now out with full health. Registeel uses Protect to scout out a move, and Rhydon's going to go for a Stone Edge, possibly predicting a Mantine switch to an Earthquake. Rhydon gets Toxicked by Registeel, and Stealth Rock is now up on Edgar's side of the field. Both teams still have all their Pokemon, but it looks like it's a slight advantage for Edgar so far over Quest. And an Earthquake is going to deal some nice damage to Registeel. Both Pokemon are at about a little below half. And Rhydon going for the Stone Edge, probably trying to get that Mantine switch in. There's no Pokemon that could safely switch into Earthquake except Mantine, so Stone Edge is really threatening to it. And Earthquake plus Toxic is going to take down Garchomp, but Toxic is also going to deal massive damage to Rhydon. Nihilego comes out, taking out the weakened Rhydon, And now the score is 5-5. Beast Boost is going to raise the special attack. Good position for it to be in. However, will it take an Aqua Jet? No, it will not. Mantine will come out instead. And Azumarill surrounds itself with its Z-Power to use Twinkle Tackle, taking down Mantine. Really good prediction there. I think Quest really wanted to get that Mantine down. And Mimikyu comes out. Mimikyu takes that Aqua Jet. Its disguise breaks. And it goes for the Will-O-Wisp, burning Azumarill. Azumarill is basically benched. It could still knock off to get rid of some items. Out comes Amoonguss. And Mimikyu goes for the Swords Dance. Shadow Sneak is going to deal about 30%, but Spore is going to make Mimikyu fall asleep, and Amoonguss is going to be able to just do whatever it wants there. Greta the Houndoom comes out, probably going to take... Oh, no Toxic. Jolteon comes in instead. Jolteon pivots out with a Volt Switch, and wow, that dealt massive damage. Hitmonlee is the recipient of that Volt Switch, and Heat Wave does some pretty big damage, 46%. Will-O-Wisp is going to burn Alito the Hitmonlee, and Rapid Spin is going to let it clear out rocks. And Registeel comes out. Interesting switch in. Close Combat brings down Hitmonlee. Stealth Rock is back up on the field. But Hitmonlee is in a good position right now. And Stone Edge hits, Registeel stays in, uses Seismic Toss, and Alito goes down. Really gutsy move by Edgar there, but it really paid off. Hitmonlee is down. And out comes Mizar the Jolteon. Mizar probably going to go for a Volt Switch here. And it actually doesn't, goes for the Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt takes down Registeel, leaving Edgar with 2 Pokemon to take on the Jolteon. Mimic the Mimikyu comes out, but it is asleep, so it cannot Shadow Sneak, which is probably what it tried to do there. And it goes down to a Thunderbolt as well. Nihilego comes out, hitting with a Dazzling Gleam. I'm wondering if it's Choice. It's probably Choice Scarf because it went first. Out comes Amoonguss, taking that Dazzling Gleam like a champ. Amoonguss is probably going to be able to take another Dazzling Gleam, and indeed it does. Oh, and it goes for Stomping Tantrum. And down goes Nihilego. Final score of 4-0 for Quest Requested Dutch Inkays over Edgar's Canopy Defenders. Both sides played really well. Some pivotal moments there. I think Edgar was doing really good in the beginning with Garchomp having an upper hand there. But I think what really changed the tide of that battle was Amoonguss getting that Spore on Mimikyu. That Spore really hurt it in the long run. It could have set up and done some nice things. I think if there was some way to deal with that Spore, maybe a Heal Bell user, Edgar would have been able to have some more longevity and utility there. Amoonguss was definitely a Pokemon that was tough to take down. Even a Houndoom Heat Wave, I'm not sure if it would have done full HP to that Amoonguss, and it could just pivot in and out with Regenerator. So Amoonguss and Azumarill make a really good core. Edgar did a good job in bringing Azumarill down. That Twinkle Tackle was a good move by Quest, predicting that switch into Mantine, which would give him a lot of trouble down the line. And we didn't see much from Hydreigon. But overall, a really good game. I think it was close. Even though it was 4-0, it was a close 4-0, with Azumarill being down. And Nihilego, if given the right conditions without Amoonguss there, could have gone for a sweep. So really good job to both sides. Really fun match. And yeah, tune in for more Week 3 battles as we wrap up Week 3 and move into Week 4.